Talk about yesterday, third down, 8 for 20 against a Troy team. And secondly, was Mike Williams being double teamed yesterday because he was not a factor? He got 2 catches after last week against Auburn. He got 174 yards.
Yeah, they rolled up on him some, played some cover 2 into the boundary, but we had the biggest thing third down, 8 to 20. We had 7 drops. That affects everything. We had big third down drops, so you catch half of those. Now you're sitting there looking at 11 or 12 for 20, and that's a different conversation. So really not complicated. Nothing major. We just gotta make the plays that are there. We gotta make the routine plays. And the good news is the plays are there. It's not like they're not there to be made. So we'll get that corrected. As far as Mike, just the kind of nature of this, you're not going to have 175 yards every game, and
right.
That'd be great, but that's probably not reality, especially the number of guys we got. But Ray showed up and had 182 all-purpose yards. So he had a big day, but we missed him. We had an interception was on Mike. Really poor route by Mike. And there was quarters coverage. Just ran a poor route, made a bad decision, and he went high. He should have been low, and that's why the ball was intercepted. You don't have proper communication. So those are little things, again, details that we've got to iron out. And, Mike takes a lot of pride in his performance. But, then he had another catch, but he was out of bounds. I mean, we just had a lot of little things. And then we had him wide open for, I think, 2 touchdowns. Overthrew it. So, it's not like he didn't have opportunities, but, as a receiver, you're going to have games like that. Again, he's wide open for a couple touchdowns. We overthrow him. And he has another one that gets intercepted for a route. He has a couple catches, then he has another one that's out of bounds. Just sometimes that's the way the game goes.
And what about Deshaun's?
Yep, I'm here. Hey, Bryan, how you doing? How you say your last name again? Schor? Schor, okay. Hello, everybody. I'm here with JMU's quarterback, Bryan Schor, the junior. This weekend, they are traveling down to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, to take on the North Carolina Tar Heels after winning 2 straight at home. So, Bryan, talk about the first 2 games of the season at home. What did you enjoy about those 2 big victories? One 80-pointer and a 56er from last week.
I think what I've enjoyed the most is being back in Harrisburg in front of our home crowd, and out there and executing with our guys and doing what the fans kind of expected from us to do.
Yeah. Well, this week you traveled down to Chapel Hill to play a very good ACC squad who went to the Coastal Division went to the ACC championship game last year. So what do you see on film, and what type of defense is North Carolina going to bring you on Saturday?
I think watching film, we've seen the most. They're a fast team. They're a fast, strong physical team, and I think overall, from what we've seen, I think they're going to be a good team. They're going to be a tough opponent, but I think we're excited to go out to Chapel Hill and play a football game.
Yeah. Last week you threw 3 touchdown passes. Just talk about your individual play. It seems like every week you're improving yourself. The week before you only threw 109 yards. This week you threw 205. Is it just getting used to Coach Mike's new system?
Yeah, I think one thing was we threw the ball a little more this week. And a couple of those plays were our wide receivers, our running backs making me look good, rather. So I don't think there was too much of a change from this first week to the second week. I think we just executed our plays, and different people just ended up in the end zone at different times. I don't think it was because we threw it a little bit more that we were throwing touchdown passes. I think a lot of times I threw the ball and people just made plays.
Yeah, I know JMU years ago, they beat Virginia Tech, one of the ACC schools. What's the vibe around college this week, knowing that you might be able to pull off another major upset?
I don't think there's too much of a different vibe this week for us. We had our off day yesterday. We have our first day of practice for preparing for UNC this week today. we're going to get. So we don't focus on the name and stuff. We focus on executing our plays.
Yeah, playing these non-conference schedule games before you start the conference, is it good for you guys to build, momentum going into conference play?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, especially this week, going down and playing in a big name school and a big name stadium, I think that's definitely something that's going to help us throughout the stretch of the season. It's really good to play a competition like we're going to this week, and I think that's something that our players are really excited for.
Yeah. Well, Bryan, I know you're a busy man. I know you just got done with class, and I know you got to get ready for practice, and you got a lot of people who want to speak to you this week. So thanks for spending some time with me real quick, and I hope to see you this weekend.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
All right.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Happy belated birthday. I know you had a big win on Saturday for your birthday.
Thank you.
Talk about JNU. I know this is your second year in a row that you played a Colonial Athletic Conference opponent. Last year you played a good Delaware team. Now you're playing a very good JNU team. What are the differences between both schools that might give you, I know you played Delaware last year, but this year, what do they look like together?
Well, trying to compare James Madison to Delaware last year, that's hard for me to do. I can tell you, from studying the two films that I have on James Madison this year, they're a really solid football team in every aspect. You really look hard for weaknesses in a team to find out where you want to attack. I mean, they're really good in their special teams, they're good on offense, and they're really good on defense. So, I don't know how they compare to Delaware. I guess I would say, in what I remember about Delaware, I would say James Madison is a better football player.
And talk about Coach Houston. Have you ever? I know you haven't coached against him yet, but I know I talked to him this week. He did some clinics with you. What type of coach is he?
Well, I think the proof's in the pudding. Just look at what he did at the Citadel, and I'll tell you what I think of Mike Houston is he does such a great job of adapting to the talent level that he has. I mean, he was totally different offensively at the Citadel. He goes to JMU. He looks at the players that he has, figures out what he can do, and then takes advantage of it. I think he's a really good football coach.
SM Sports Radio.
Hey, Coach Mike, how you doing?
Good.
Talk about, have you ever coached against Larry Fedora, and what type of coach is Larry Fedora? Because he seems like he's a feisty little nice coach for North Carolina in a good way. And he brings that program from basically from ruins to a very good Power 5 team in the ACC.
Well, I've never coached against Coach Fedora before. I do know him from speaking at different clinics in North Carolina. I think he's done an outstanding job there. Again, he inherited a program that was in turmoil and he brought them through kind of the dark times of that. And he has a good ball club, so they're going to play at a high tempo level. They play with a lot of energy. He has a lot of weapons out there at his disposal. We're going to be challenged greatly this Saturday.
And talk about the three keys that you hopefully to pull out a big win there in Chapel Hill on Saturday.
Well, I think probably the three big keys are the things I mentioned a while ago. We've got to win the turnover battle. I think that's very, very important. I think we've got to play solid on defense and make them work to drive the football. And I think the kicking game is going to be critical as far as field position goes.
Well, good. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm here in Dalton, Crossan. One of the players for New Hampshire Wildcats. They came up a big win, a home win against Holy Cross, a comeback win. So, Dalton, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Just talk about that game. Brand new game, a game in a brand new stadium, and a comeback. That's pretty good.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't the way we wanted to start, going down 14-0, but overall, Wildcat Stadium, the crowd, everything was unbelievable. It was a great atmosphere. I think we weren't as focused as we needed to be going in, and luckily we were able to dial back in and get some of our mistakes corrected, and just come back and get the win.
Yeah, this week, I forgot where you guys are playing this week. Are you on home or away?
We're away at Dartmouth this week.
Dartmouth, that's right, I forgot. Was it like staying in-state this time instead of traveling to San Diego or wherever you guys play? Was it like being in state?
That'll be just a short bus trip, but we're really focused for that game because it's a state rivalry, and we play for like the Granite Rock for Pride for the two Division I schools in New Hampshire. So they're a very good team, and we definitely have to come to play them.
Yeah. Is it good to have these rivalry games early, or do you think they should be like later in the year?
Well, we do have our main rivalry, which is our biggest rivalry, is always the last game of the season. But I think it really doesn't matter. A rivalry game is a rivalry game. A conference game is a conference game. We kind of just got to take it one at a time, and and try and go out and get the win.
Yeah. So how's Coach Mack doing in this season? Yeah, it seems like he's still enjoying coaching you guys. So what type of coach is he? Is he a quiet coach on the field, or is he a little more louder than we think?
No, he's definitely not quiet. If he wants to tell you something, he'll say it. But he's an unbelievable coach, and we all love playing for him. He really cares about the players, and and I think it's just a good deal all around with him and all the position coaches and just the whole program in general. They do a really great job.
Yeah, and he's like the coach, and he's the only coach I know that is still a Met fan up there in up in Boston Red Sox territory. Are you a Red Sox fan, or do you give him, or anybody during the season, give him a little, like, hey, coach, your team stinks today? Yeah.
No, I'm actually not. I'm from New York, actually.
Oh, cool, sweet.
Yeah, so I'm actually one of my buddies plays on the Blue Jays, so that's actually the team I root for. So.
Oh, nice.
And anti-Red Sox as well.
Nice, that's cool. So that's cool to have a person who's already a professional helping you out, becoming a professional player down the road.
Yeah, it's definitely a good mentor to have. So.
Nice. Well, that's cool. So how's there's a lot of people out here. Talk about your season so far, and what are you majoring in out there in New Hampshire?
So yeah, the season's going well. I mean, like we said, it's we're 2 games down, so we got our head back above water with this win. We're 1-1 now, trying to get to 2-1. I'm just trying to do my part and to do whatever I can to help the team win. And I think we're all kind of growing and getting better each week. We got a lot of young guys, so I think they're getting better with experience. And so I'm just to keep improving every week. And major-wise, I'm majoring in business with business administration, which is with an option in marketing and management.
Oh, that's cool. And how did you get up to New Hampshire? Did Coach Mack recruited you, or did you just, that's the only school that gave you a scholarship?
No, actually, I had a bunch of options. I was actually a recruited lacrosse player as well, so I had a couple offers for football, a couple offers for lacrosse, and what happened was when I just kind of came up to visit New Hampshire, I kind of just fell in love with the school, with the program. I really like the coaching staff, the family atmosphere, and and it just was the place for me.
Well, Dalton, I know you're a busy guy. Get back to studies. You can get your studies done, because I know you're going to be busy the next couple of days getting ready for that game on Saturday. And I hope to talk to you more down the road, maybe closer to the end of the season.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
No problem.